have a look, ladies and gentlemen, and see who is in my extra fabulous green room tonight. Why don't we? My first guest is a singer, an actor, and the prince of the show tune. He is the fabulous Michael Ball. There he is. You've got to love a bit of Ball. Lovely to see you, Michael. Always smiling, always chipper. Michael is one of the most popular entertainers in the country with women of a certain age. Do you want to know how they measure his fans? By the coachload. Up to London, meal at a Beefeater, Michael Ball on the coach, then back to the home before they lock the doors. That's how he is. Great to have you here, Mr. Michael Ball, ladies and gentlemen. I love Michael. I don't care who knows it. My next guest is an actor. I think you'll know him from the erotically charged vampire thriller True Blood. He is Mr. Stephen Moyer. There he is, look at that. And he's glamouring me right there. He's smouldering. That's a leading man for you right there. Now, if you don't know about True Blood, forgive me, Stephen, I'll try and explain this to them very briefly. Stephen plays vampire Bill Compton. He's actually 174 years old, but looks a lot younger. Hang on, I seem to have introduced Michael Ball again. Is that the... Stephen Moyer, ladies and gentlemen. There's Stephen, there's Michael. Yeah. OK, here's an odd story for you. The people who run Thorpe Park, you know, the theme park just outside of London, they're looking for urine. Okay? They're asking people to send in their urine. You know the Saw 3 ride? They've got this ride based on the movie, the Saw movies, and they want it to, when you're queuing up and going through it, they want it to smell really unpleasant and horrific, so they want to sort of sample people's urine, recreate the worst one, so they're literally taking the piss. Now, we've asked our guests to join in, and they've agreed, and I have some samples of all three of them here. Now, here is Michael's sample. Here's Stephen's. Yes, the joke we were going for was blood, but it actually looks like he's got some sort of urinary tract infection, doesn't it? I do apologise. And I've even got some of Gaga's here. Here it is, in a pot. There it is. Let's have a look at this. Oh, heavens! Oh, Michael, you're right, 1937 was a good year. You knew that was coming, didn't you?
Oh, you're so predictable.
So to speak. OK, let's put this. Shall we get my first guest out, ladies and gentlemen? No! Before he leaves in a huff, will you please welcome the fabulous Mr. Michael Ball, ladies and gentlemen.
You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much love drives a man insane. You broke my will, oh, what a will. Goodness gracious, make all
Anyone can take a joke, and it's only in jest, and he's a lovely man. Sit yourself down, Michael. Where are you going now? Don't run... Wow, that was quite a skip.
Do you see?
I can see spring is here if you dance like this.
Yeah.
Oh, blimey. That's more tiring than you made it look, Ball. Great to see you again.
And
you look
you
fabulous.
too.
How well are you?
Very well indeed, actually. I'm quite knackered.
Did anyone see Michael Ball in Hairspray here in the West End, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, I saw it. I saw it not once but twice. You were fabulous in that. But I know you wear prosthetics on stage, but you put on quite a lot of weight for that, and you've shifted quite a bit of it off now, haven't you?
Not really.
Have you?
Don't they? Well, I'm quite fit. I'm big, but I'm quite fit. And I'm going back in to do it. I'm starting the tour.
I know you are. But is it still on the West End, or is it shut down the West End?
It's closing on the 28th. We open on the 29th
And this is a part you love playing, isn't it?
Do you know what? I saw it 6 years ago on Broadway. Knew nothing about the show. It had just opened. I knew the movie, the John Waters movie, was a fan of that. Had no idea about it. Went in on my own. I was doing a review thing for the BBC. And I saw it. And I had, without doubt, the best night in the theatre. And I thought, and at the centre of this incredible show, full of great tunes, great characters, and a great homage to the original film, was this character that Harvey Fierstein was playing.
And you saw Harvey Fierstein playing her,
And I interviewed him afterwards. And he was having the best time of his life. And I just thought, you know, this is the part I would kill for. I'd love to do it, but no one in Britain would think of me.
Also, I guess, though, because, you know, like me, you like a donut occasionally, don't you? You like that. And so I guess you saw the part and thought, here's a part where I can bulk up for. I have a legitimate
Well, I was force-fed.
Yeah, what a lovely...
I was literally force-fed.
Like a goose being turned into foie gras.
It was great. Yeah, it was a great image. Thank you for that. It was, yeah, I'd just given up smoking as well. So they didn't come over here for 5 years. I gave up smoking, put on a bit of weight. I thought, this is perfect role.
So hold on, so you spent 5 years getting chubbier
Getting
for
ready,
it,
yeah.
even though you didn't know for sure if it was heading over. This was just an excuse,
Totally,
wasn't it?
yeah, of course.
What a great... But when it landed in your lap, you must have thought, this is it.
Yeah, and I had to fight for it. I went and auditioned with everyone else.
But who else would they have cast if not you?
I've no idea. They saw everybody. Yeah. And they didn't think of me. And it was me actually having to convince them. I made them pay for it since. But at the time, convincing them it was right.
And so how long have you been in it for? How long have you played
I did it for 21 months, so then I finished.
Well, now that's a very long run.
Longest I've ever done anything. Yeah. And I swear, Jonathan, normally I get really fed up. You know, it's a long run, you get bored. And,
I'm sure.
And, you know, this, never once, I think, because the show is so well done, there's so much scope to improvise and play with it. And I've never known a response at the end of a show for anything.
And how do you find, after that period of time, did it get easier wearing the ladies' clothing, the heels
That's
and
never
so
been
on?
a problem.
Yeah. What about the breasts? Because you wear prosthetic breasts.
I've come today from the physiotherapist, because it really is hard. You wear those big old heels, boobs, prosthetic boobs, which are very heavy, and it does kick everything out of kilter. And if you're dancing and moving around wearing costumes that weigh about a stone and well, Lady Gaga would know those great big things, she's got to be careful of her neck.
When you say great big things, we should clarify we're talking about the hats here, not the prosthetic boobs.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And so what are they? Are they strapped on all over or just hung around the neck
you have
like
a bodysuit, a fat bodysuit, so it gives you the bum and the shape.
Yeah.
Kind of looks like, do you remember the I call it Germaine. Do you remember the cover of The Female Eunuch?
No.
You must do. Really famous, the Germaine Greer book. And it was like a woman's body hanging up on a... Am I on my own? No one know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, yeah. It's
kind of old, aren't I? Oh, God.
You're obviously the most hardened feminist in the room, obviously.
It was that. It's like
so it was the archetypal feminine shape that's hanging on
and
the
then
hook.
You put in, it's got a bra on it, and then you put in the boobs.
Why can't they make light boobs for you? Why do they have to be heavy boobs?
I insisted on having it real, because when you run and when you dance, and when Mel Smith was playing with them, I wanted them to have the weight and...
Answer quickly and honestly, have you ever worn them not on stage? That's not quickly
or
honestly, clearly.
Sadly, no.
You haven't thought about it, just sneaking out and maybe... Have you gone shopping dressed as a woman?
Do you know, I'd love to. I'd absolutely love to.
What's stopping you, Michael? Society?
I don't think so. I don't think they're ready for it yet, Jonathan. Have you ever worn women's clothing?
Yes, loads of times.
Well, this is it. Most blokes, you'll find, British blokes certainly love the idea of dressing up as a woman. They do. And there is an absolute difference in the way people treat you. Yeah. For me, in rehearsals, nothing clicked until I turned in the clothes, and everyone was completely different.
So even though they knew you were a man, you're saying they were treating you very differently?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it wasn't
they come up, they want to touch you, they want to hug you, they want to feel. Everybody wants to grab the boobs.
Maybe because you're a fleshy woman as well. There's something about a fleshy
really
woman.
Motherly.
Yeah.
It's interesting why it's always a man that plays the part. And I asked the writers this, because we have a tradition here of cross-dressing, of panto and so on. America, they have none of it. They don't know about it. So it was very controversial when it happened. And the reason is, if it was a woman playing it, and loads of very well-known, respected actresses have asked to play the part, if it was a woman, it wouldn't be funny, it would be a bit cruel. Yeah. This way, with it being a bloke, you can laugh with, and it's not laughing at the character of Edna.
But it's kind of quite a nice, gentle humour anyway. It's not a sort of horrible
absolutely.
thing. When I saw it in the West End, the man who plays opposite you, the man who plays your husband in it, it was Mel Smith.
Yeah.
And there's a big moment, and if you haven't seen your notes, there's a big moment, it's kind of a comedy moment, but it's also quite a lovely moment, where they kiss, where you kiss him. It seemed to me like it was a genuinely quite passionate kiss, like Mel really got hold of you.
How weird. What night were you in? No, with that kiss, we actually put it in. And we did two. We had two kisses. And the last matinee he ever did, Mel's last matinee, he'd always been threatening to really go for it. And he really did. Yeah. He grabbed hold of me, the tongue, and it went on and on and on and on. And you know when you go into butcher's shops and you see like an ox tongue. Oh. That was Mel. It was unbelievable.
He kissed you like an ox.
On. Really. Oh. And you know. And he said, "Oh, we used to do this in the act with Griff."
That's why Griff is so grumpy these days.
Absolutely livid.
It ruined him for the rest of his life. Hey, there's a rumour going around that you're doing a talk show on ITV.
Well, there's a gap in the market coming up. Sadly. Yeah, I did a...
That was about the most insincere postscript I've ever heard.
Yeah, so lovely.
Okay.
No, yeah, I did. I think it's kind of spawned from the radio show I do.
Yeah.
Another gap. And...
Well, you're big enough to fill both my gaps, so that's fine.
God knows I've tried. They asked me to do a pilot for them to see if it was something that I liked doing and that they'd be interested in.
Well, you're a garrulous kind of fella. You like chatting. You
I
like
do
people.
I do. And doing the radio show, I actually am far more comfortable doing the interviewing than being interviewed. Yeah. I really enjoy meeting people and talking to people. And
so what sort of show will it be, though? Is it going to be like this show? It's going to be like some guests and a bit of music, or is it going to be more
guest music,
cosy sort of thing?
Items back. I don't know. We're going to kind of plan it now.
So you don't know yet, but you've done a pilot, haven't you?
Did a pilot, that was a fairly traditional format of celebrity chat, some non-celebrity, interesting human story kind of chat.
Are you going to be duetting with your guests?
The opportunity might arise.
What do you mean the opportunity might arise? Try and stop you. Can you imagine?
I'd love it.
I bet you will do every week, won't you?
Well,
if there's a singing guest.
Do you remember, I had a series in the 90s.
It was in the 70s, wasn't it?
He
was a talented child.
You're like 5 years older than me.
Yeah, I don't look it. So, but you had the show and you used to do singing, didn't you?
I got to sing with James Brown and with
James Brown. That's incredible.
Amazing, incredible.
Hold it, look at that. Now, believe it or not.
Oh, dear God. That's a worry.
You look like, that's how Johnny Depp looks like as the Mad Hatter at the moment. What was going on there?
That was a mistake.
But it looks like you've had a different face grafted on since then. You look better now, which is a good thing.
Seriously?
Well, there you look surprised and mental.
No, that's Lulu.
So you used to sing with them, so I guess you'll sing again now.
Yeah, absolutely.
When you do a show like that, when you book guests, do you have to clear it with them in advance? You say, look, we want you to come on, but here's the thing, you're going to sing with Michael, and is that OK up front? Or do you wait and give them what we'd assume was a pleasant surprise when they get there?
You have to rehearse.
OK. Yeah.
So
you double-check in advance?
Yeah.
So if Gaga was going to come on your show, you'd make sure in advance that she was happy to sing with you?
Yeah.
OK. Lady Gigi?
Yes?
Lady Gugu? Would you... Michael here is about to do his own talk show over on a less intelligent channel, and he wonders whether, if you were to go on it, would you duet with him?
Only if he wears a dress and lipstick.
OK. Set him a challenge, because that's
Yeah, it's
something that he'll be
deal,
doing
that.
anyway, I imagine, on a given night.
I love a boy in a dress.
There you go. Well, there, you sorted that. Well, you see, we brought you together there.
Could you see
he may well hold you to that. You know that, don't you?
But, yeah, I love doing stuff like that, so why not?
That would be fabulous. Thank you, Lady Gigi. Here's very exciting news. I love musical theatre. I love seeing Michael Ball perform live. And we have a jokey relationship here, and I like to tease you, but I do. Genuinely, I think you're a great talent.
Thank you.
Not that my opinion matters, but we know that. You've sold millions of albums all around the world. You can perform, and you're just about as well known in America as you are here, aren't you?
Oh, I don't think so.
No?
No.
You've played on Broadway, though, haven't you?
Broadway quite a few times.
Okay, I always assume...
It's very coastal, isn't it? The New York theatre, the East Coast theatre would know, but that means nothing. Stephen is the big... He's a big musical theatre.
Yeah, I know. Who would have thought that? Who would have thought that? He was singing backstage. He's appeared in Sweeney Todd when he was a young man. Yeah. And Michael is about to do Sweeney Todd as well. This is, I guess, after Hairspray, or...
Yeah, well, this won't be until next year. Okay. This is... next summer is the plan.
And who are you going to play? You Mrs. Lovett or Sweeney? Which one are you going to be?
We're going to alternate.
Both. Yeah.
Actually, Mrs. Lovett's the better part.
I guess
I'll be doing Sweeney. We're hoping that Imelda Staunton will do Mrs. Lovett.
I'd love to come and see you in Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, do, please.
Mike comes to John, he knows when he comes on, I'm going to make some jokes, sometimes at his expense and about him, but, he comes back time and time again, which either says that he's a wonderful human being or just plain stupid. Yeah. I prefer to think the former, because I genuinely do like him. I love having you on.
I love you too. I'm going to miss you a lot.
Oh, stop being so showbiz.
You started it.
What do you mean you'll miss me? I'm not actually... They're not putting me down. I'll still be around. I'm not going off to be made into glue or something.
Yeah, but I never see you any other time than when we're talking to
you.
But seriously, will you come on and be a guest? I'd love to. I'd love to. You're not probably very comfortable doing interviews.
Yeah, I don't enjoy being interviewed.
I'd be much nicer than you are to me. Much. I promise you, I'd be really nice. You'd probably enjoy it and go, that was a fulfilling experience. And that's how it's done.
You think I'd learn? I think I probably would. Ladies and gentlemen, a fabulous man, Mr. Michael Ball.
Oh, that's all right.
Very funny. Take care. Mr. Michael Ball, ladies and gentlemen.
So we've got a whole double act.
Hold on, he's woken
What's
up
he
again.
got?
You all right?
Have a lovely time. All the best to you, sweetheart.
Come out here, we're all doing Bruce Forsyth.
Oh, lovely. Good game. Look at the old scoreboard.
OK. What I love about Michael is he's up for it. And can I just say, I think you should play a 14-year-old girl
I'd like to.
in a movie because you've got them down pat.
I'd like to dress up.
I think you could do it.
I'd get some tips from Michael.
Yeah. Every time we've cut back to you, you've been eating.
So bloody long, this. Get on. I want me dinner.
We won't be able to do it in private.
Michael's sitting there not eating, but he's thinking about what's on the table in front of him. You've got peanuts written all over your face.
Well, I have. And they're salt and vinegar peanuts, and I've never eaten salt and vinegar peanuts before. They're bloody marvellous.
That was a full bowl 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
He's been feeding them to Gaga.
And where's Gaga gone?
Gauze and
through the grill. She went off. She was like,
Gaga.
she had to leave.
It's been that bloody long. I ate
that hungry.
Gaga.
He's eating Gaga.
Which song are you going to do? You going to do Telephone first?
I've never done telephone live.
You've never done it live before?
No. Well, I've done it live on the tour, but not on TV.
And this, you duet with Beyonce on this, on the...
Yes, but she's not here.
Well, would you, if you need, you know, I'm here, Michael Ball is here, we'd both happily step in.
Listen, I don't know if anyone can shake it like she does.
Have you seen Michael dance? If anyone can shake it like Beyonce, it's Ball.
Play your cards,
No, we're not going to inflict that on you or indeed us.